We are global companies, and we're sourcing materials, components from all over the world. And China is just very, very competitive. There is a significant potential for value creation over the next 50 years also in the EU-China relationship. There's no doubt that the past 5 decades and the relationship between Europe and China has created enormous value. When China began to open up, how foreign trade and export manufacturing created a lot of jobs and sort of laid the foundation for the economic growth that we have seen in China. But at the same time, we have seen also in Europe how cost-efficient, high-quality manufacturing at very competitive prices have actually led to a higher standard of living. We actually see a number of European companies that are able to grow their top line, their revenues, but we can see that the profit margins are shrinking because of the tough competition and sort of the overcapacity or nature. But we can also see that China is absolutely critical in many industries to European supply chains because we are global companies and we're sourcing materials, components from all over the world. And China is just very, very competitive. So, my expectation is that actually 5 years from now, we will probably be roughly the same number of European companies in China as we are today. I don't see European companies leaving China in bigger numbers. We don't see a big rush of new companies coming in either. We think that China will continue to be a very important part of European supply chain. They will continue to invest and develop in China, not just to be in China for China, but also become a part of global supply chains. I think right now when you look at it, China accounts for about a third of global manufacturing value added. That's the same as Europe and United States in combination. I think the problem for Europe is, of course, that as more and more outsourcing of also component manufacturing has moved to China, what does that mean for European industrial resilience? Undisputably, there is a significant potential for value creation over the next 50 years also in the EU-China relationship. And I think now we have the 50th anniversary. That's an excellent opportunity to pause for a moment and discuss and say, hey, we have had this relationship over the past 50 years that has created tremendous value for both sides. What would a future model look like where we ensure that these real benefits that we can create through the relationship are being distributed in a way that are seen as being reasonable and distributed in an equitable manner by both sides?